So when I was in kindergarten, I was basically the shyest kid on the planet, and I swear I didn't talk to anyone for a full year. So I was really naturally shy, but somehow I learned to come out of my shell and make friends. Hey there, it's Linda, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you my best tips for how to make friends in college. My first tip is to focus on meeting people rather than making friends in the beginning. Try to make yourself open to making new connections and try not to pressure yourself to form friendships right away because good friendships can take months or even years to develop. I think it's also important to spend some time meeting people to really get to know them and see if you're compatible as friends. And it's definitely okay if you realize later on that you might have outgrown some of your old friends. So some friends will come and go in college, and the friends you meet in your first year, they might not actually be your friends forever. My second tip is to be yourself around other people. Sure, if you're naturally shy, you might have to sum up some courage to talk to other people, but you don't want to fake being someone else in order to make friends. For example, if someone has a different opinion than you don't necessarily have to just agree or go along with them, and you don't have to do activities that go against your beliefs and values. And if you are uncomfortable, you always have the right to say no or leave the situation. So don't change or sacrifice who you are in order to fit in or go along with a group, because it's simply not worth it and you won't be able to keep it up forever. Instead, you want to find friends who have similar interests and beliefs as you in order to form those deeper connections and make long-term friendships. My third tip is to talk to people in your classes. So I remember my first day of college, I was so nervous and I went up to this girl and I said, "Can I sit here? It's my first day." So it turns out that she was also very nervous and it was also her first day, and we became friends after that. Keep in mind that other people are nervous too, and other people also want to make friends. So talking to people is probably the hardest step, especially if you're naturally shy. But remember that the first time you talk to someone doesn't have to be this amazing, meaningful conversation. You just want to get started somewhere, and then later on you can have those deeper talks. The important thing is to just have a conversation. And I find it a lot easier when I have an idea about what I want to talk about or a conversation starter. So for people in your classes, you probably want to start by talking about something related to that class and then introducing yourself. And then later on, you might ask that person if they want to start a study group or if they want to start a group chat. So this can be a great way to stay in touch, help each other out, and also start to build a friendship. My fourth tip is to get involved in extracurricular activities. So most colleges have an events calendar that you can check out to see what's happening around your school. You can also attend sporting events, join clubs, get a part-time job, or volunteer on campus. And I think this was probably the easiest way for me to make friends, because when you're part of the same activity as someone else, you naturally have a reason to talk to them and you have at least one thing in common. So for example, I was part of my school's hiking club and I found it really easy to talk to other people because we'd talk about our favorite hikes or hikes we wanted to do, and then the conversation would branch out from there. So for me, I was also a commuter, so I'd often go from class to home and that was about it. And that can be kind of hard to make friends that way. So I definitely recommend getting involved in other activities if you can. My fifth tip is to take the initiative to reach out to other people. And this can be a really hard step to take because it does involve the risk of being rejected, but it's definitely worth it if you want to build friendships. So what exactly does this look like? Well, you want to first take an interest in other people. People will really appreciate if you remember their name and something in the last conversation that you talked about. Based on that, you can call, talk, text, or reach out to them through social media and ask them how they're doing, how their midterm went, how their dog is, their vacation, and so on. You can also reach out to them and ask them if they want to join you in an activity like studying together or getting coffee. So sometimes you might have to be the one to initiate the conversations in the beginning because the other person might not really realize that you're trying to form a friendship, but then eventually when they do, they'll kind of begin to reciprocate the efforts. So on the other hand, if the person never reciprocates talking to you or hanging out with you, you might want to look for a friendship somewhere else. Keep in mind that even if you're an amazing person, some people will still not want to be your friend, and that's okay. There are plenty of other people to meet and build friendships with. My sixth tip is to simply be open to meeting new friends, whether that's in your college classes or elsewhere. Try to keep an open mind when you meet someone new, And try not to judge them too harshly or even put yourself down and think, well, this person would not want to be my friend because of X, Y, and Z reason. I remember in my second year, I ended up meeting these two people and I thought they were smart and funny, but they were older than me and I thought, wow, these people seem really great, but I don't think they'd want to be friends with me because we probably have nothing in common and nothing to talk about. But then in the next week in my tutorial, I ended up going early and sitting next to one of them. I just said hi and we started talking about the class. And after that, we took so many classes together and became such good friends, and we're still even friends now. So you never know who you're going to end up being lifelong friends with after college, and I guess that's part of the adventure. So I'm curious, how did you make your first friend in college? Feel free to share your story down below. And if you're looking for more videos on how to navigate through college and beyond, then definitely be sure to subscribe for more videos. So thank you so much for watching today, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye!